Orlando is one of the most visited cities in the United States. Its world-class theme parks like Disney and Universal attract millions of visitors each year, which means millions of people are passing through Orlando International Airport, or MCO, every year. Combine that with a huge increase in international traffic and the fact that the current terminal can't keep up with it, Orlando International Airport needs to expand. Orlando is now building an all-new $3.1 billion terminal complex south of the existing terminal to accommodate the increase in traffic. This is MCO's new South Terminal. Before we begin, make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell on so you can stay up to date on the latest architectural projects and statistics. Orlando International Airport originally was constructed as a U.S. Army Air Force facility in 1942 known as Orlando Army Airfield No. 2, an auxiliary airfield to Orlando Army Air Base, now known as Orlando Executive Airport. It was used extensively during World War II. Orlando didn't actually start getting commercial flights until the 1960s when the jet age began. Orlando Army Airfield No. 2, which was later renamed to Pine Castle Army Airfield, became the go-to place for early jetliners like the Boeing 707, Boeing 720, Douglas DC-8, and Convair 880 because the runways at modern-day Orlando Executive Airport weren't capable of serving the jetliners. This ultimately solidified Pine Castle Army Airfield, now Orlando International Airport, to become Orlando's travel hub. In the 1970s, the U.S. Army left the airport, and in 1981, construction on the current landside terminal and airsides 1 and 3 began. Airsides 2 and 4 would be constructed later in the 80s. This gave Orlando International Airport a hub-and-spoke design, with 4 airside terminals that planes could park at that are connected to the landside terminal with automated people movers. In 1978, the airport only handled around 5 million annual passengers, but by 2018, that figure skyrocketed to about 47 million annual passengers. Eastern Airlines used Orlando as a hub during the 1970s and early 1980s, and ultimately became the official airline of Walt Disney World because of that. Following Eastern's demise, they later merged with Delta Airlines, which would soon inherit this hub, but Delta ultimately decided not to keep Orlando as a hub, officially dehubbing it in the early 2000s. Recently, Orlando has started to attract many more international carriers. This also revealed a major flaw in the current airport, since the airside terminals were not very big and as a result, not really able to handle that many wide-body aircraft. That's where the all-new South Terminal will come in. The new South Terminal project is, well, I don't really know any other way to put it, huge. Just to show you how big it is, here is a picture of Orlando International Airport today, and here is a picture of it with the new South Terminal, pretty much doubling, maybe even tripling in size. The new South Terminal project will add 120 gates at MCO and will also feature multiple gates with multiple jet bridges to support bigger aircraft, including the Airbus A380, the largest commercial passenger plane. It'll be built in multiple phases. The first phase is everything that you see highlighted in a darker blue in this picture. It includes 16 gates, some that will support the Airbus A380, a new parking garage, and connections to the APM system that will connect the new complex to the existing terminal. The first phase broke ground in 2018 and is expected to be completed in 2022. A completion date for the entire project when fully completed has not yet been announced, but if I were to guess, I would probably guess that it would be around 2030. So obviously, we still have a couple more years until the first phase of this project completes, but here are some pictures of what the inside is rendered to look like. So this is Orlando International Airport's new South Terminal. While we still have a couple of years till we see the first phase complete, let alone the whole project, this is definitely a project that the citizens of Orlando can look forward to. I'm personally excited to see this project when it completes, as I have been to Orlando International Airport a couple of times, and I thought it was a relatively nice airport as is. But of course, be sure to let me know what you think of Orlando International Airport's new South Terminal. Do you like it or dislike it, and why? Thank you very much for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.